Basketball is a fun sport, but have you ever wanted to record yourself like the NBA? Have you ever seen a shot like this? I bet you have. And in the NBA, it's called a behind the backboard shot. Yeah, you have? Yeah, I have too. And that's what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make a camera that does that. Now, they're usually shot on something that looks like this. This is a pan tilt zoom camera. And they're really expensive. But first, let's learn, what is a pan tilt zoom camera? Well, panning is moving left to right. Tilting is moving up or down. And zoom is zooming in or zooming out. So a pan tilt zoom camera does all three of those things all together. I'm making my own version. And this is where I'm mounting it. I'll explain more about the position a little later, but this is some sketches I've made. And this is what it's gonna look like. There's gonna be a piece of acrylic or tempered glass at the very front where the camera module will sit. And then the components will sit in a shockproof and waterproof casing, which is drilled into the backboard. Let's get to work. Okay, so this is the basketball hoop that I'm gonna be mounting the first ever version to. But there's a problem. I don't know where to put it. Now, originally I was thinking I could put it at the very top, but it's gonna get hit by a ball pretty easily, I think. Now I'm thinking I probably shouldn't. And then I was thinking, if I put it behind the backboard? But the backboard's like really dirty and like you can't really see through it. And finally, I thought of this. What if I mounted it right here, right on the bottom corner? But wait, you might be asking yourself, wait, couldn't the ball just hit it there? Well, yeah, it could, but also it's a lot harder for it to hit a camera sitting right here than up there. Well, why? Well, most basketballs are gonna go over the rim and hit here or airball off to this side, which means this area is like invulnerable, or so we think. If someone shoots it and they airball, it could hit here. And that is why it's going to be secured with two securing mechanisms. One of them is going to be two screws going into the metal at the bottom of your hoop, or plastic, or whatever it's made out of. And then there's going to be a clamp on the back that clamps to the backboard and the frame of the backboard. That is also going to help hold it in place.
We're going to be setting this up again, this time with some new packages for our AI. Instead of running off HSV and color detection, we're going to be running off an actual AI that will be hosted on the Raspberry Pi over there. That will make it much better, and so actually be able to detect basketballs.
So I've decided, instead of making it 3D printed and having to wait about 20 days until my birthday, and plus several hours on printing stuff, why don't I just make a version out of it of cardboard for now? And I know it seems kind of stupid, but trust me, if it's all the same dimensions, it'll be a perfect prototype. So in this clip, I'm assembling the whole thing using cardboard, and I'm just cutting it out with the rough dimensions that I measured from the backboard. It's moving, look at that boy. Oh my goodness. This is the prototype, and it can go on the hoop already. Want me to show you how? Well, let's do it. I've already plugged in the cables, so I'm gonna rest them on my thing here. As we can see, the camera module part is a little bit sagging right now, but it's secure. I'll make sure it's covering. I'm just gonna push up, and then that is secure on its own. But just to secure it even more, I have a latch here on the top that secures it even better. And then we just connect it to a monitor, connect the power, and we're all good. The monitor is just so I can monitor the live feed and like of what it's seeing, and like, because right now it's a little buggy, which is the AI. So the AI I need to fix. But anyways, look at the prototype, it's beautiful. Okay, so something bad happened. It fell. And no, it's up there right now, so how could it have fallen? Well, it fell earlier. And the bad thing is that it seemed to be working fine, but each time I turn it on, it makes this noise. Which is not good. So I'm gonna take the whole thing down and inspect the servo motors, because it's something wrong with that, because everything else works completely fine. Okay, I found the cause. These really small gears in here, really hard to see, are turning really quickly, and the last gear, bottom one here, isn't turning at all, which is like the sound that we're hearing is just like the rubbing of them. So that means something is definitely wrong, and I'm gonna have to replace the servo motor. For now, tilting does work, it's just the panning that doesn't.
Devin would have to buy a new servo motor with metal gears, costing him $8.88. Money he could use to buy food for his fat ass.
Yo, why am I catching strays from a stupid clink?
Shut up, you chud. You can't even get a cardboard box to stick to a wall.
Alright, I mean, I guess. Let's just move on.
Yeah, take it like a good boy.
I don't know what that was, but thing is I have to buy these new servo motors. They're only $8, and they have metal gears, which means they won't strip and they won't break if they fall, or break as easily. So let's buy them. Oh wait, I don't have any money. I just spent about 2 hours updating the AI on this, so let's put it into its cage and let's bring it outside, and then we will monitor it from in here.